Yes, hi guys. Thanks very much for your time today. We popped down to Heyford playing fields in Nether Heyford to come and see Heyford Athletic with Bob and Brian, who are our 2023 Grounds Team of the Year award winners for Northamptonshire FA. So congratulations, gents.
Thank you very much.
We've a couple of certificates for you here. We've got some prizes for you as well.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Thank you.
fantastic achievement. Well done. It'd be really interesting, I think, just to have a quick chat if we can about the club and the setup that you have down here. So, do you mind just sort of running us through kind of how many pitches you've got, who looks after the pitches, how many teams use them, that sort of thing?
Sure.
Shall I do that?
Yeah, please do, Bob. Yeah.
Okay, Heyford Athletic as a club, we've got two senior sides who play in the Northampton combination, Premier and Division 3. Then we've got the youth set up. We've got under 8s, 10s, 14s, and an under 18s possibly as well.
Yes, correct.
And we've got the main pitch. We've got a second pitch for senior football. We also hire it out on a Sunday morning to any of the Sunday sides. Not sure which. I know there's a couple of teams are interested. And then we've obviously got 3 or stroke 4 junior pitches right down the very bottom of the playing fields. And then we've got a field over that side, which it's fairly new, which we do walking football, but it's not proper walking football. But it's a bit of trotting, shall we say?
Sure. And I gather you both play as well.
Oh God, yes.
He kicks.
Fantastic. So yeah, really busy then.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with the pitch maintenance then, and sort of what's the current practices, if you like? What sort of things do you do?
Well, due to family commitments, we really focus Wednesdays our day to come down early in the morning, and it really encompasses everything you think about when you're looking at a football pitch, from cutting the grass, maintaining the outfields as well. Bobby, anything else?
Although we are the winners, I guess there's also some other guys work with us who come down from the village. We've got there's a guy called Jeff Buck who's very local. He's played football. He was the chairman. He still comes down on a Wednesday and he's quite key helping us. We've got 2 new guys who've
Just joined,
moved in. One is an ex-mechanic who is great for breakdowns now when we have the mowers go wrong, which they sort of tend to do. So we've got them. They are helping us. So it's not just us, but we have, I guess, been doing it over the years. And although, as Brian says, we do come down on a Wednesday. Sometimes when we get into the winter, depending what the weather's like, you can't do it on a Wednesday, so you do have to fit it in. Sometimes you can only cut it and you have to come down and mark it later on. Ready for all the games at the weekend. Yeah.
Just on a kind of personal level, what is it that interests you, or how did you get into this kind of thing? How did you get?
Well, Bob,
There was.
I moved up to this area in '95. I was too old to play second team football. So we started a vets team. Funny enough, Bob and I were involved for many years. And when we come to the end of vets, we both joined the committee of the Playing Fields Association, various guises. I'm still the treasurer for the bar. Bob, you were secretary for the football club for many years, weren't you?
Yeah.
And it just developed, and then a couple of people, as I mentioned earlier, left to do other things. The previous groundsman, and Bob and I really just took up the mantle and carried on from there. And we've just done our best. That's all we can say. We've just done our best. We do a lot of fundraising whilst we're both involved in the football club. We've got line markers and we help with another tractor. Although that's breaking down quite a bit. But yes, we've just carried on in some form with the football club. We've been involved in many guises over the years.
Fantastic. What about yourself, Bobby? Similar?
Yeah, I mean, I've always played football locally, but I came down to Heyford in the early 90s and was playing then. I then helped with the team when we won the double in '96. Then I I then stopped and then made a comeback, if I remember rightly, for the reserves when they were short. Then stopped, then joined the vets with Brian. And then whilst we were still doing the vets, I still came down and watched them on a Saturday with 2 or 3 others, and I got lumbered with, they were studying for a chairman, and someone said, we'd like to be chairman. So I went, oh, yeah. And they went, you'd be good, which was the treasurer at the time. And I went, oh, would I? Anyway, I ended up becoming the chairman. Didn't last very long because it's not my cup of tea, but which is when Jeff Booker, I mentioned earlier, he became the chairman, I became the secretary, Brian became the treasurer, and that must be about 12, 13, 14 years ago.
Yes, that's right.
And we've just, and I finished being the treasurer. This is my first season I've finished with it.
That's
so,
secretary,
sorry.
I finished treasurer about a year ago.
Yeah.
So we kind of finished at the same time, only purely because of
obviously
COVID.
Yeah, we had COVID, and I have to say that did change, because I used to come down and do match days. I mean, I used to open up and did the bar, but then we had the COVID, and it did change, which I think affected a lot of people on things they used to do, and and
that's I think we're seeing a lot of that across.
I'm sure you are.
It was quite hard to start up again.
It's a tough time. Yeah,
definitely. So no, fantastic, fantastic to see kind of the club and come and spend some time with us today. So, just from our point of view, I suppose, where do you see the club going kind of in the future? I gather you guys are kind of trying to step away a little bit more. So what does the future hold for the club as far as you know in the next couple of years? 3 years?
From what I can hear, it's really exciting times. I know Bob and I are stepping back from the committee, but the committee is very, very strong. Probably the strongest it's been for many years. We now have people in all different areas, especially obviously treasurer, secretary, chairman, but from the funding point of view as well. We've got a chap called Alex who's very experienced in the area, so he's doing an awful lot of work behind the scenes trying to raise funding. In terms of the football club, there is a link with Heyford Athletic FC and the school. Gary McMahon is the chairman, and his vision is to bring Gary McMahon as the treasurer, as the chairman, and he's very keen on bringing young people through from the school. What we've noticed over the years is that people move away from Heyford because obviously house price is quite expensive, and we've lost that connection with the younger people. We're trying to bring that back in. They're also looking at a women's football team. We had one about 5 or 6 years ago, but they disbanded, and that's also very, very top of the agenda to bring a women's football team into Heyford. I only found that out last night that we've got some contacts there. So there's quite a lot going on. I'm quite excited for the club, actually. It's nice to see some young blood coming in, taking over from Bob and I, as we've been involved in the last 15, 20 years.
Also the new changing room block?
Yes, At the moment, we're right in the process with the Playing Fields Association raising funds for a new pavilion as such. We've got drawings and the rest of it. We're again looking for funding on that. We're just deciding whether we go down a brick built premises or a more modular like Whedon FC have done. They've done a great job over there, and we've been following their footsteps. So lots going on, but just need some younger people now to take it on board really.
Well, fantastic. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem at all.
No problem.
And again, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.